Picture this, an ocean of golden dunes stretching as far as the eye can see, the scorching wind sweeping over ancient burial grounds hidden for thousands of years. Beneath this harsh, sun-baked surface of the Sahara Desert lies a secret so profound it is rewriting our understanding of who we are. Archaeologists digging into these forgotten sands have stumbled upon something astonishing. An unknown human DNA lineage, buried in silence for millennia, now rising to the surface to challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient humans in Africa. For decades, the Sahara has guarded its mysteries well. But thanks to breakthroughs in ancient DNA research, we are now peering into a prehistoric chapter that was never meant to be found. This is not just another desert find. This is a discovery that exposes a lost branch of our family tree, an entire human lineage that lived, thrived, and vanished under these dunes. As we uncover the truth, you will hear real data, mind-bending statistics, and theories so controversial they divide the scientific community. From the Green Sahara's lush past to the latest DNA revelations, stay with me until the end to discover how this single finding could change what we know about human evolution forever. The Sahara's hidden past. Long before it became the world's largest hot desert, the Sahara was a land alive with rivers, lakes, and an explosion of life. Thousands of years ago, this vast expanse was not the endless sea of sand we know today but a thriving green savanna where ancient humans, wild animals, and diverse ecosystems flourished side by side. Scientists call this period the Green Sahara, and it spanned roughly 10,000 years ago until about 5,000 years ago when a dramatic shift in climate began to dry up the rivers and turn fertile plains into the unforgiving dunes we see today. Ancient human civilizations once called this region home, leaving behind astonishing rock art etched into caves and boulders. These engravings show giraffes, crocodiles, and even scenes of people swimming, a vivid reminder that what is now barren was once brimming with life. Nomadic tribes and early human settlements adapted to these lush conditions, moving with the water sources and hunting the rich wildlife. Archaeologists estimate that a vast percentage of the Sahara, possibly up to 90%, still remains unexplored beneath layers of sand and time. Satellite imagery hints at ancient riverbeds, lost lakes like the massive mega-lake Chad, and forgotten burial sites waiting to be unearthed. Every expedition into this desert holds the potential for a discovery that could transform our understanding of prehistoric humans in Africa. It is within this context of forgotten civilizations and unexplored mysteries that the story of an unknown ancient human DNA lineage takes root, setting the stage for one of the most remarkable archaeological finds of our time. The discovery, when and how it all began with a seemingly routine survey of the remote Sahara landscape, a place so vast and isolated that only the most determined archaeologists dare to work there. Teams braved scorching temperatures and relentless sandstorms, armed with little more than shovels, screens, and the belief that the desert still had secrets to give up. In regions spanning parts of Niger, Chad, and Libya, these explorers combed ancient lake beds and dry river valleys where early humans once lived and hunted. In one of these sites, researchers stumbled upon a cluster of burial mounds that looked no different from the dunes surrounding them. But what lay beneath the surface told a different story. Carefully excavating through layers of sand and sediment, they unearthed skeletal remains remarkably well preserved despite the harsh climate. Alongside these ancient bones, they found stone tools, beads, and remnants of pottery, small artifacts that whispered clues about the daily lives of people long forgotten. Yet the real breakthrough came when the remains were subjected to advanced carbon dating. The results placed these burials at an age of roughly 7,000 years old, falling right within the period when the Sahara was transitioning from a lush paradise to a growing expanse of arid desert. This meant these humans witnessed the dramatic environmental shift firsthand, adapting or moving as their once fertile home slowly turned to dust. The excavation was not without challenges. Blistering heat, unpredictable sandstorms, and the sheer remoteness of these burial sites tested the limits of every team member. But perseverance paid off when DNA samples were successfully extracted from the ancient bones, marking the beginning of a revelation that would shake the foundations of human evolutionary history. What these archaeologists had uncovered was not merely another burial site in the Sahara Desert, but a gateway to a lost chapter of our species, one that geneticists would soon decode to reveal an unknown ancient human lineage buried beneath the shifting sands. DNA analysis, uncovering the unknown. Extracting ancient DNA from bones buried under Sahara sands is no easy feat. The searing heat and dry conditions that make the desert so unforgiving to life also wreak havoc on fragile genetic material. Yet thanks to cutting-edge breakthroughs in ancient DNA technology, researchers managed what was once thought impossible. Using ultra-clean labs and next-generation sequencing, they were able to piece together strands of genetic code from these prehistoric remains, unlocking secrets sealed for thousands of years. Globally, the success rate of recovering viable ancient DNA from hot, arid environments like the Sahara remains astonishingly low, hovering around 5%. This made the discovery even more remarkable because the samples were not only recoverable but revealed information no one expected. When the geneticists compared this DNA to existing databases of known Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, and Denisovans, they found something shocking. The sequences did not match any previously documented ancient human lineages. Instead, the results pointed to a completely unknown branch of our family tree, a ghost population that had left no written record but had now surfaced through its genetic fingerprint. This unknown human DNA lineage showed significant divergence from our own species, suggesting that this population split from our common ancestors perhaps 200,000 years ago or even earlier. Such a gap is profound and places this lineage among the ranks of other archaic humans who once roamed the earth but vanished without a trace. One scientist involved in the project remarked that this was akin to finding a long-lost cousin no one knew existed. While Neanderthals and Denisovans left their mark through interbreeding with Homo sapiens in Europe and Asia, this ancient population appears to have evolved and lived independently in the shifting landscapes of the Sahara. This revelation fuels new debates about how interconnected or isolated early humans really were. It also shows just how powerful ancient DNA can be in rewriting our understanding of human evolution, especially in overlooked regions like Africa's vast deserts, where so much remains hidden beneath the sands. Theories: who were these people? Now that the unknown ancient human DNA has come to light, the big question looms: who exactly were these people living in the Sahara thousands of years ago? One leading theory suggests they could have been a hybrid population, perhaps a mix of early Homo sapiens and another archaic human species that migrated through Africa during the Green Sahara's lush peak. If true, this would mean that interbreeding was not confined to Europe or Asia but also played out deep within Africa's ancient grasslands. Another possibility is that this was a completely lost human branch that branched off early from the main Homo sapiens line. As the Sahara's climate shifted from fertile plains to endless dunes, this group may have become isolated, evolving in near-total genetic separation from other populations on the continent. This isolation could explain the striking divergence found in their DNA and why no similar genetic signatures have appeared in modern populations, until now. Some scientists speculate that they may have been climate refugees, forced to migrate as the Green Sahara faded. These ancient humans could have moved toward more habitable regions, merging with other tribes or simply disappearing as their fragile way of life crumbled under an unforgiving sun. The evidence suggests they might have lived in small, tight-knit communities that buried their dead with care, as seen in the artifacts and burial mounds uncovered alongside their remains. Theories about their interactions with other humans spark heated debate among archaeologists and geneticists. Did this lost lineage interbreed with known Homo sapiens groups moving through North Africa, contributing fragments of their DNA to modern genomes? Or did they vanish before such mixing could take place? Current genetic evidence hints at minimal interbreeding, if any, but further research could yet reveal hidden traces in our modern DNA. Estimating how large this ancient population could have been is no easy task. Some experts believe they numbered in the thousands, spread across temporary settlements clustered around lakes and rivers that dotted the Sahara's once green landscape. Comparisons to other prehistoric sites across Africa add context to this mystery. Places like Gobero in Niger, where ancient graves tell stories of people fishing and hunting in a lush savannah, or the burial site at Uan Muhuggiag in Libya, where mummified remains were found, remind us that Africa's desert heart has long hidden secrets of ancient humans. Every hypothesis, every excavated bone, and every scrap of DNA brings us closer to understanding a piece of our own forgotten past, a past that keeps reminding us how many chapters remain unwritten beneath the Sahara's endless sands. Implications: rethinking human evolution. Discovering an unknown ancient human DNA lineage buried beneath the Sahara forces us to reconsider the foundations of the Out of Africa theory, a pillar of modern anthropology for decades. Traditionally, this theory holds that all modern humans can trace their origins through a single exodus from Africa, followed by migrations that spread Homo sapiens across the globe. Yet the Sahara's lost humans add a fascinating twist, revealing that Africa's story was far more complex than a single wave of migration. This new evidence suggests that the Sahara was not merely a vast, impassable desert that blocked ancient humans from moving north and south. Instead, during its green phases, it acted as a vital corridor, a thriving highway of rivers, lakes, and savannas that enabled populations to migrate, interact, and evolve in unexpected ways. The existence of a hidden lineage living deep in this region shows that the Sahara could have served as a cradle for unique groups who remained isolated during periods of desertification, shaping a mosaic of genetic diversity across the continent. Scientists now refer to this unknown ancient human lineage as a ghost population, a term used when DNA reveals the presence of humans who left behind no direct physical record beyond their genetic code. Ghost populations have been uncovered in other parts of the world, but this find marks one of the most significant examples within Africa itself, where the record of ancient DNA is still so limited compared to Europe or Asia. This discovery underscores how ancient DNA studies continue to rewrite our textbooks, forcing experts to update migration maps, family trees, and theories about how humans adapted to shifting climates. It is a powerful reminder that the story of human evolution is not linear but filled with forgotten branches, hidden migrations, and lost interactions that shaped who we are today. For anthropology and genetics, the implications are huge. Every new DNA sequence recovered from Africa's deserts adds depth to our understanding of human diversity and migration. It also highlights the urgent need for more excavation, more collaboration, and more funding to explore the vast stretches of land still holding secrets beneath layers of sand and time. This single find in the Sahara is just the beginning of what could become one of the greatest revelations about our collective past. Other mysteries of the Sahara. While the lost human lineage is grabbing headlines, the Sahara still holds countless other secrets that continue to intrigue archaeologists and adventurers alike. Scattered across this immense desert are ancient stone circles, burial mounds, and megalithic structures whose true purposes remain a subject of debate. These mysterious sites suggest that early humans living in the Sahara built monuments that may have served as gathering places, ceremonial grounds, or markers to track the movement of the sun and stars. Beneath the sand, a hidden world of lost rivers and submerged lakes lies waiting to be explored. One of the most captivating examples is Lake Mega Chad, once the largest freshwater lake on the African continent, which covered an area larger than modern-day California. Its ancient shorelines hint at bustling communities of prehistoric humans who relied on its rich resources to survive during the Sahara's green periods. As the climate shifted and water sources dried up, these people were forced to adapt, migrate, or disappear, leaving behind ghost towns now buried under endless dunes. Today, ongoing expeditions using ground-penetrating radar and satellite imagery are mapping these hidden waterways and lost settlements, offering new clues about how early humans thrived in such an unpredictable landscape. Yet despite decades of research, vast stretches of the Sahara remain untouched by archaeologists' tools. Each new site uncovered brings fresh evidence that the desert's story is far from complete. It is here, under the scorching sun and shifting sands, that more pieces of our ancient puzzle wait to be found, pieces that might one day tell us even more about the forgotten people who once called the Sahara's green savannah home. Controversy and debate. No groundbreaking discovery comes without its fair share of controversy, and the revelation of an unknown ancient human DNA lineage in the Sahara is no exception. Some academics push back against the findings, pointing out that the scarcity of comparative ancient DNA samples from other parts of Africa makes it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. Without a broader collection of well-preserved remains, some scientists argue that we risk misinterpreting what this DNA really means for human evolution. Ethical concerns also swirl around these excavations. Local communities often feel that their ancestral sites are being disturbed or removed without sufficient consultation or benefit. Questions arise about who truly owns the right to study, display, and interpret these ancient human remains. As archaeologists dig deeper, they must balance their quest for knowledge with respect for the descendants and traditions tied to the land. Political implications add another layer of complexity. Nation-states may see these discoveries as valuable heritage assets, claiming ownership and seeking to shape how these ancient humans are portrayed to the world. Such competing interests can slow down research or spark disputes over artifacts and DNA samples. Yet these conflicting theories and debates are part of what fuels the relentless drive to know more. Every new finding challenges old assumptions and inspires more researchers to brave the desert's harsh expanse. The Sahara's shifting sands continue to remind us that science, ethics, and identity are forever intertwined in the search for our prehistoric past. What lies ahead? The discovery of a lost human lineage buried beneath the Sahara is more than just an archaeological headline. It is a stark reminder that our understanding of ancient humans is still filled with gaps waiting to be filled. From the Sahara's once green savannas to its hidden burial grounds, every bone, artifact, and strand of DNA whispers secrets about who we were and how we came to be. As ancient DNA research expands across Africa, the potential to uncover more hidden lineages and ghost populations grows stronger. Each breakthrough has the power to rewrite migration models and shed light on the climate shifts that shaped our ancestors' paths. Supporting these expeditions means supporting a deeper, more accurate story of human evolution, one that belongs to all of us. The enigma of the Sahara's lost humans reminds us that history is not fixed in stone but is constantly being revealed, layer by layer, under the desert's restless sands. Our human story is far from finished. Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into hidden histories, and join us as we continue to unearth the forgotten chapters of our prehistoric world.